change your attitude. Because if you have curly hair that is rebellious and really just wants to move around your head and doesn't want to stay locked in and doesn't want to hold the grid, no amount of pulling or tugging and retightening frequently is going to allow that to happen. Long term, what you're going to have is hair loss, because your hair type would need to be pulled and tugged more often and in a much more aggressive way, in a much more tighter way. So it is about changing your mentality and accepting the African hair texture you have. And please remember, psychologically, we've been raised to feel something is wrong with us. Something is wrong with African hair. And so all the hairstyles is to correct something that's wrong with the African texture hair that you have. What I'm trying to inform you is that there's nothing wrong with your hair. So that's the issue I have with Sisterlocks. In all honesty, it's not quite Sisterlocks' fault, because when I first locked my hair, even though my consultant was taught to put a grid in my hair, it was not out in the public like it is now. Because of social media, something that was a secret in terms of the grid, Sisterlocks grid, is now used to qualify somebody to be a Sisterlocks consultant about straight lines. Their lines aren't straight, and the grid isn't showing, and it's all about the neatness. So unfortunately, what's happened with Sisterlocks and Microlocs is exactly the same, is that now it's another way to criticize the existence of our African texture hair, right? So now there's hierarchy in terms of my hair holds a grid, your hair can't, so your hair is messy, so you need to be doing your hair more often. I want you to understand that normally all the different hairstyles is designed to make us feel bad about our African texture hair. We cover it, we straighten it, and what I'm doing is loving the hair as it is. And so for me, because I started Sisterlocks without a grid, the grid just doesn't bother me, because I was never sold a grid. What I fell in love with and I saw Sisterlocks was the texture of women's hair that looked full and was long and looked like extensions. I didn't see a grid. And so that's what I continue to be in love with and love, is the fact that my African texture hair has its individual curls and I work with it. And I will show you the hairstyle I'm wearing at the end of this post.